Hello, my name is Dr. Michelle Maidenberg. I just got off from doing two videos, one with adults and one with youth on racism. And I have to tell you, I am, highly emotional right now. I'm feeling a deep sense, of sadness, disappointment, and in some ways rage and anger too. But I feel, profoundly sad. I guess I'm left with that. Slightly hopeful, but I have to say that, particularly from speaking with youth, it was so apparent how there's such, I guess I'm going to call it neglect or avoidance of resources for them, at school and in their education to talk about issues of racism and discrimination and how it really shows itself both systemically, institutionally, and amongst individuals. And I think that was a general consensus for all the people that were present, that this isn't talked about. It isn't talked about, it isn't debated about, there isn't open discussion about it. There isn't any, progress made even to get kids together who are different or to understand difference, to be with others who are different than them. And even amongst schools where there is diversity, again, there's still so many limitations. And I feel like we really have to start with our youth. They're our future. And if we don't start with them, as much change that's going to happen, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to have to happen over a period of time, and for them to carry the torch. And the only way to do that is to instill it in them. They don't learn that out of nowhere. They don't learn disparity out of nowhere. It's taught from our society. It's taught from messages that they hear. So again, sitting with that sadness and hoping that change happens. It needs to. It really needs to, because it compromises all of us on a deep, deep level. It compromises our civil liberties, our sense of value towards people, and our humanism for that matter. So I'm going to do a guided meditation that speaks to all of this on, again, really paying attention to being kind towards others and open and tapping into compassion. So if you could sit up straight, the straight back, and when you feel comfortable enough to close your eyes, and just think about your breath. And notice your straight posture, leaning up against whatever surface, whether if you're sitting in a chair or on a couch, just to notice your back. And feeling your feet strongly planted into the ground, and noting your presence in the here and now. And when you think of yourself or others, to look at others with the eyes of understanding. Towards generosity and kindness. And generosity and kindness is vast. That could mean doing it on a very, very broad level. And it could even be done on a more micro level. And think about the person you want to be, how you want to approach your world, how you want to leave this earth. Do you want to be seen as a person who cares about others, who shows kindness towards others, who advocates on behalf of others, or seen as a person in a bubble? And if you want to be seen as the person who contributed and had purpose and meaning towards society and humanism, imagine yourself doing something kind and considerate. It could be something you've done in the past or something that you're interested in doing. Have a vision in your mind. And try to have in your mind something you'd like to do. Something that would be meaningful. And I really want you to have a very strong and detailed image of that. And identify that feeling of generosity. It could be in your heart, in the pit of your stomach. And think about the nourishment that you're giving to yourself as you're conveying kindness. And think about the nourishment you're giving towards others when you're disseminating it. And your ability to commit and to facilitate change. And say to yourself, I want to nourish the seeds of others all the days in my life. I want others to live with freedom. I want others to be treated with value. And I want to be free of being disattached and having aversions and being indifferent. I will facilitate change. And one more time, I will facilitate change. And when you feel comfortable enough, I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. You could open your eyes. Thank you. I hope that we will make change on a really fundamental level, and no act is small. Every act is important. I hope your families stay safe and healthy. Thank you.